Top of the eighth here in Wrigley, no score between two NL Central foes, the Cubs and the Reds.
Shockingly, a pitching change for the Cubs.
New pitcher for the Cubs, Brad Keller, now into the game.
6 scoreless, 1 hit.
It's kind of surprising because Ben Brown, who was the starter for the Cubs today, was really dominant. And I don't think he even got to 80 pitches, too. So, really surprising change made by Craig Counsell. But it's working so far as Keller's quickly up in the count. 0-2 on Gavin Lux.
Maybe he's just trying to let Ben Brown have a nice outing and feel good about himself.
He only threw 77 pitches.
Punch out pitch is up high. Ball 1.
Gavin Lux walked and struck out against Brown. He's 0 for 1.
Here's the 1-2, and Lux reaches out and hits that one right to Justin Turner, who steps on first for the first out.
3-4 down from Big Sandy, Superstore.
You'll find the best selection of the top brands at the guaranteed lowest price. Big Sandy Superstore in the Kenwood Shopping Center.
Here's Jose Trevino.
He is fly to right, foul pump to the catcher.
And the first pitch is a slider that misses inside, ball 1.
Trevino lifetime 2.
Fly out and a foul out for Trevino today. Ground ball.
To third, Shaw.
Matt Shaw has it. 2 out. Brad Keller has not allowed a run in his last 18 innings pitched, 16 games, the longest streak of his career.
Definitely got that power.
And so far, he's got 2 outs on 6 pitches. Here's the lefty, Will Benson. And he hits a fly ball into left field. Ian Happ is right there to make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brad Keller, and he keeps the scoreless streak going. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still no score in Chicago. Bottom of the 8th here on the north side of Chicago. Still no score between the Reds and the Cubs, and another pitching change by Terry Francona. It's Graham Ashcraft. And first batter is first pitch to Matt Shaw, the 9-hitter, is a slider that is painted on the zone for strike 1. Shaw's 0 for 2. Thought about putting down the bunt, but pulled it back. Slider that missed. Ball 1.
Ashcraft got a huge double play from Kyle Tucker, the first man he faced when he inherited an 8th inning jam.
1-1. That's a slider in there for strike 2.
A couple of doubles in the 9th.
Good pitch by Graham Ashcraft.
Got a ground ball out in between and got lifted.
The 1-2 is a slider that's outside, and that'll tie the count up at 2.
This is a big spot because Shaw has been.
Matt Shaw has grounded out both times.
Then he up top of the order. Happ on deck has doubled twice today.
Trying to get an 8th inning rally here going for the Cubs. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's a slider in the dirt. Count is full.
Full count.
Full count delivery from Ashcraft is down, and it's a leadoff walk drawn by Matt Shaw.
That's what the Cubs leadoff man on.
And as I say for pitchers, leadoff walks. Never good. Here's the leadoff man for Chicago, Ian Happ. He's got a multi-hit game going. 2 for 3.
6 times in 8
2 doubles.
The Cubs have put their leadoff man. Twice that was Happ, each time with a double in the 1st and in the 6th. Shaw fakes.
First pitch to Happ
Shaw retreats back.
is an inside cutter. Trevino almost threw down to first to try and go after Shaw. But Shaw gets back in time.
Valencia warms of the Cubs pen.
I don't know that you're really in the spot to run here, even though Shaw's got 5 stolen bases, hasn't been caught.
The 1-0.
And
it's a cutter down.
Out.
2 balls, no strikes on Happ.
Tucker and Sia Suzuki due up. I mean, that's your 3 top guys in your lineup.
Ian Happ is 5 for 14 in his career against Graham Ashcraft. Trevino sets up outside again, and that's a cutter paying in for strike 1. Shaw fakes again. Trevino thinks about throwing to first, but instead pulls back. That last pitch was a strike. It's 2-2 now on Happ. Not sure if Matt Shaw is hesitant about stealing, but we'll see. He doesn't go. Happ ground ball. This could be 2. Spencer fired a second for 1. Ellie fired a first, and he's safe. Ashcraft covered, but Happ beat it out. So they get the leadoff runner.
The shoulders and threw a bullet to De La Cruz. That's not normally a ball that you would even think about getting a double play on, and the Reds almost turned it over.
Half beat it out by a step.
I think the Reds will take that trade.
Valiant effort by the Reds. They almost turned it.
Plus they get that out. Kyle Tucker's been on twice, a single hit by
Here's
pitch.
Kyle Tucker.
He's 1 for 2.
He's 1 for 2. Single hit by a pitch and stole a bag. And he goes after the first pitch. That's in the right center field. That's a base hit. Happ will stop at second.
Second base, and there is an initial example.
And the Cubs are in business.
I think he rounds second and tries for third there. Makes them make a play.
As King Tuck with a single for the Cubs. Little soft fly ball that drops in the gap.
That's the pitch that Ashcraft has had some success against Kyle Tucker. This one just stayed up and on the plate.
And now here's Seiya to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a walk in his last at-bat in the 6th. MLB's RBI leader. In a great position to get one. As the first pitch nearly hits him. It's 1-0 on Seiya. That's a cutter at the top of the zone to tie the count up at 1.
With a man in scoring position all game. The Cubs are 0 for 9.
One is a fly ball into right field. Will Benson's over there. And it fell fair. It's a fair ball. Ian Happ around third. The Cubs have the lead.
He scores. Tucker to third.
An RBI double for Seiya as Will Benson, I think, lost in the sun. Wow. And MLB's RBI leader does it again. Seiya with an RBI double to give the Cubs a 1-0 lead here in the 8th. Oh, Will Benson slipped. And it fell fair. He slipped on the dirt over there. Very unfortunate for Benson.
Now you said it in the game's infancy.
So now you got Tucker at third, you got Seiya at second with one out here in the bottom of the 8th.
And it felt like whoever blinks first on one of those
as we're getting a mound visit
balls that could decide the game, and at least decides the first run. And now the Reds in a pickle. Run in, second and third, 1 out.
Who's going to bring up for the
Kelly is 0 for 3 today. He's 0 for 7.
Oh, it's going to be Carson Kelly, the catcher.
Play the infield in.
Kelly doesn't have a hit today. Be a great time for one, as the first pitch to him is a slider in the dirt, ball 1.
Right field line. There is no foul territory. That line runs
a sac fly would be really nice for the Cubs here.
Get to the wall first.
Maybe get another insurance run. We'll see who they bring out for the 9th, if it's Keller or somebody else. Another slider in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes now on Kelly. First base is open. And there's still some marking over there from where Benson slipped.
First base open. Crow Armstrong on deck.
The 2-0 is taken for a strike.
Ryan Richardson now warms behind
A cutter at the edge of the zone. 2-1. Kelly's grounded into 2 double plays and lined out. Infield's in for Cincinnati. Cutter outside. 3-1. First base is open.
You don't have to pitch to Crow Armstrong with a base open. Dansby Swanson.
Big pitch. The 3-1 is
Kelly walks.
That ends up there.
First time he's reached
a
on the
ball,
series.
and Carson Kelly
It loads the
has a
bases.
walk, and the bases are juiced for PCA.
This crowd has been quiet most of the game. They're all coming to their feet, chanting for Pete Crow Armstrong.
Here's PCA. He's 0 for 1 today. Ashcraft steps off.
He has a grand slam against the Reds this year.
PCA batting with the bases loaded is a bad combination for opposing pitchers. First pitch to him is ripped foul. And Javi Baez straight is looking better and better by each day. 1 grand slam, 250 batting average is career with the bases loaded. 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss on inside slider. Quickly, 0-2 on PCA. King Tuck at third, Saya second, Kelly first. Payoff pitch from Ashcraft. Foul ball. Feeding him inside sliders, that's what it's been every pitch.
Coming against the Reds as part of a 6 RBI day. He's had 2 of them this month.
Another 0-2. Foul ball again. Third base side this time.
He's incredibly quick and a left-handed hitter. A traditional double play is tough with a man of his speed. Strikeout would be sweet.
Another 0-2. Another foul ball.
You can see where
And
these
PCA is
pitches are.
battling
They're
here.
good 6 to 8 inches.
In his career against Ashcraft, he's 3 for 4 with a double. And PCA wants the battle. He wants to score some runs. Here's yet another 0-2 pitch.
Distant pop.
Popped up on the hands. Coming over is
Has it.
McLean. 2 down.
So now Swanson.
And now with the bases loaded, 2 outs.
He's 0 for 3 today, 3 strikeouts.
Dansby to the plate. He doesn't have a hit.
10 Ks in that time. You've seen him expand the zone.
Runners in
3 strikeouts today for Dansby. And
out of zone all afternoon.
not a good day at all for him. Maybe he'll feel better if he can hit a grand slam as a cutter from Ashcraft misses outside. 1-0 on Dansby. In his 4th season with the Cubs after signing with them, after playing with the Braves. Sorry, 3rd season actually. As a cutter right down the pipe, fouled off for strike 1.
Men in scoring position, 2 outs.
It hasn't been the greatest contract. Dansby hasn't been the same player we saw when he was with the Braves, but this is the best season of his Cubs career for sure. Here's the 1-1. And he rips that one right to Ellie. Ellie's going to go to first. Gun! Save! Dansby beat it out! Cubs score! Tucker scores! 2-0 Cubs! On a hustle single from Dansby Swanson. Wow. The speed of Dansby.
Ellie laid back on it. Instead of coming
Beats it out. What a throw from Ellie.
Between him and the first base, he just kind of
I think he waited on it too long. And Dansby hustled down the line. He beat it out.
Was flying down the first base line.
Oh, just barely. By a step, he beat it. 2-0 Cubs.
Terry Francona has made the move. Skyline chilling.
And Graham Ashcraft's day is done. We'll get a new pitcher for Cincinnati. With 2 outs, the bottom of the 8th. Cubs now leading 2-0 with the bases loaded. Looking to do more damage. Bases loaded, 2 outs, the bottom of the 8th. Cubs up 2-0. New pitcher for Cincinnati. It's Lyon Richardson.
Ashcraft is gone. Lyon Richardson is in his first big league game in 11 days. And a couple of outings in AAA against the Braves.
Lyon has appeared in 10 games, 0-1 record, a 1.32 ERA. And he delivers a strike to Nico.
So Richardson called it
2 singles, 2 for 3 today for Nico.
One of the best hitters with minutes.
Trying to blow it open.
In the big leagues.
And Lyon just misses with that changeup. Good take from Nico. Count tied up at 1. That's a changeup outside. 2 balls, 1 strike on Nico. In 48 at-bats in his career with the bases loaded, Nico's .313 batting average with 1 grand slam. Let's see what will happen here. 2-1 offering is in there. Trevino fired to first. And Dansby safe. He hesitated. I think if he didn't hesitate, he had him. But 2-2 now on Nico. Dansby gets his lead over at first. After Nico called time.
1-2. McLean, Friedel, Espinal.
Payoff pitch from Lyon. And it's an outside changeup. The count is full. Cubs looking to get another run here. And they'll keep trying to pass the baton. The full count delivery is ripped foul.
Is Bush to hit for Turner.
Another full count delivery is fouled third base side this time. And the Cubs are really seeing the ball well. They're really being able to foul off pitches and drag out long at bats.
Change up and away, change up down and in.
This will be the 8th pitch this at bat between Lyon and Nico.
Every pitch this AB, a changeup.
Here's the 8th pitch. Ground ball. Santiago's got it. Fire to first. They got him. But the Cubs score 2 runs thanks to a hustle single from Dansby and an RBI double from Seiya. Now they'll try and shut out the Reds in the top of the 9th. We'll see who they bring out for that. We'll be right back from the north side of Chicago. Top of the 9th here in Wrigley. Cubs lead 2-0. It's the closer, Daniel Palencia, out of the bullpen to try and shut out the Reds.
Cubs just broke through a couple of runs. In the home 8th, Reds
the Cubs pitching today has been very elite. They have only allowed 1 hit. 1. Unbelievable. Palencia's 4 for 5 on save opportunities. He's got a 1.83 ERA and 0-1 record in 18 appearances. And the first batter he'll face is McLean. He pumps in a strike to start things off.
Youngster Palencia has just basically taken over the closer role.
McLean batting 9th. He's hitless today. A line out and a fly out, and he fouls back a high fastball, and he goes down 0-2 quickly in the count.
Reds saw him Sunday when he got the save, and the Cubs secured the series in Cincinnati.
Foul ball. That fastball registered at 100.
Valencia in that game gave up the leadoff hit to Ellie De La Cruz and got the next 3 Reds. Hayes, Steer, and Trevino. Ground out, strikeout, ground out.
Payoff pitch. Outside. Ball 1. One-two offering for Palencia. McLean fly ball, shallow left center. Calling for it is PCA. 1 down.
Reds Live will be with us when this game wraps up from your local Toyota dealers.
And now the leadoff man, TJ Friedel to the plate, who has the Reds' only hit in the game. It came up against Ben Brown in the 6th.
Silenced. See if they can change that. Friedel.
First pitch to Friedel is a fastball. Painted at the inside corner of the zone. Strike 1 on Friedel.
Walk in the 2nd. Friedel 2-out single in the 6th. That's it.
0-1. Fastball upstairs to tie the count up at 1. The 1-1 delivery is fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Friedel. No call time. The 1-2. Foul ball, third base side. It's going to be
up against the net and no play. Out.
Caught by Matt Shaw. What a catch.
The Reds might look at that.
I thought it hit the netting.
I did too.
And the Reds are challenging.
Francona's going to challenge. Oh.
Yeah, it's not even in his glove.
It's not even in his glove.
Signal, a raised fist by our third base umpire, crew chief Laz Diaz. And it looks like the umpires are talking it over. I don't think they need video. Friedel is getting his bat handed back to him by the bat boy.
Of course it's Laz Diaz who made that call. Of course.
Laz may have been going by the cheers of the crowd.
Yeah, Laz isn't really the best umpire.
Do you really have to explain this one? There you go. No catch.
No catch. It wasn't even in his glove. All right. Well. Another 1-2 to Friedel. Up high.
2-2.
Count tied up at 2 as that's a fastball upstairs at 101 miles per hour. Woo! Two. Friedel fly ball in the center. PCA makes the diving catch.
The best play of the day, and he rocks.
What a catch by Pete Crow Armstrong, flashing some leather. And the Reds are down to their final out.
Outstanding break on the baseball. No fear.
I thought that was going to drop, but the speed of Pete Crow Armstrong proved me wrong. That was a well-hit ball by Friedel, but Pete Crow Armstrong's too fast, and he wasn't going to let that drop.
What looked to be at least a sure single.
All right, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Cubs 2, Reds nothing.
Games at 7. Jake Fraley reach. Ellie De La Cruz is on deck.
Jake Fraley.
His first game back yesterday.
Is the batter. He will be the Reds' last hope. It's his first at-bat of the day, and he fouls off the first pitch he sees. Fraley is hitting for... I believe it's for Gavin Lux. The 0-1 is a swing and a miss on a slider at the bottom of the zone for strike 2. And the Reds are down to their final strike. Here we go. This is for the win. Palencia fires. It's a fastball outside to extend the game. The 1-2. He struck him out. Fastball at 101 blown by Fraley. And the Cubs shut out the Reds 2-0. And they only let up one hit. What a win for Chicago. See y'all later. Army out. Peace.